Hey guys, welcome to a new episode of Small Things. This is a podcast where small things piss me off, make me angry, and guess what? We got into some silly stuff today. We talked about sandwiches. We actually rank sandwiches from our favorite top 5. Check that out. It's exciting. We talked about being a mama's boy and a daddy's girl and which sounds weirder, and I think we all know which one. That being said, speaking of dads, we talk about my dad, who's not around. I don't even know what qualities I got from him, but I did hear through the grapevine that he faked cancer. More to come after this intro. Please like, subscribe. I have tour dates coming up. I'll be in Austin in November, followed by Fort Worth right the day after, which is going to be December 1st. I will be in Stamford, Connecticut. I will be in New York City, Sacramento, San Fran, and next year we got Minneapolis. We have Charlotte and Seattle. Jesus. Okay. Thank you for watching. I'll see you at a show and enjoy.
You bring her out, you have her hold small things. You bring her out, you have her hold small things.
It's time to think about things that we call tall. Really isn't anything big, it's all small. I'm getting mixed feels knowing what the pod brings. Cause it's a big deal listening to small things.
You bring her out, you have her hold small things.
Hey everybody, welcome back to a new episode of Small Things. This is a podcast where I take small things in my life and I blow them out of proportion because that's who I am and that's how I perceive things, and I might have a anger issue like my dad, or I don't. That's Mandy in the corner giggling. Thank you, Mandy. Mandy's just coming off of a cold right now.
Ooh, yay, I'm nasally. Is that hot?
Oh, yeah, I'm so clogged. I'm so clogged with boogers. My mom used to say, I have anger issues like my father. She'd be like, you have a f***ing anger problem. And I'm like, it sounds like... kind of sounds like you have the anger problem. I love my mom to death. I'm a mama's boy. I talked about this. I don't know if I talked about this here or not, but she used to call me a mama's boy when I was growing up. And it was kind of embarrassing because that term, and man, it's a mama's boy. And all her friends would kind of like laugh and giggle at me. And then, you know, it's whatever. It's just like the connotation, the aura around that phrase is just like, little bitch boy. But I'll kind of take that because I was thinking about it. I go, when women are called a daddy's girl, I'm like, Jesus Christ, doesn't that sound like just like a stripper?
Daddies, but that's the thing. Girls are always closer to their dads and sons are always closer to their moms when they're younger. And then when they're older, there's like this switch that happens.
Where
women are, when you become a woman, you're closer to your mom. When you become a man, you're closer to your dad.
So in my scenario, I'm just lost. I'm close to I'm close to zero man. I'm close to nobody. I'm just a drifter. That's why I'm always searching for things. I don't know. Me and my mom are closer than ever, and I love her. And I'm a proud mama's boy right now, which sounds like it could be some sort of racial term, but I mean, at least I'm not a daddy's boy, if that's what you're saying, because that sounds like it's not even family things. It sounds like something you hear in a bathhouse.
Daddy's boy sounds bad and daddy's girl sounds bad.
Daddy's boy. How come just putting daddy in front of everything? So basically, mama's boy's fine, daddy's girl not great, daddy's boy worse, mama's man.
Ooh.
Again, so that's a good rank. All right. Well, now we know. But my dad, I mean, I definitely got, so we've talked about this in the past where, not knowing your dad, when you have an estranged father who's not around, it's weird because like, I know the qualities I got from my mother. I mean, I down to me force feeding Mandy food at any chance I can. And then I watch my mom do it and I'm like, holy shit, I do that.
And biting your lip, biting the side of your mouth.
Biting the side of my mouth when I'm angry. That's a big one. I mean, I literally just do everything she does. So, but anyways, I know what is qualities from her, but I don't know what my dad. I don't know. It's just weird that half of me is just qualities and traits and mannerisms and things that I can't pinpoint to another person because I don't know who this guy is. And you know what? I've not heard great news of this man either. He's already left one family. I mean, I heard through the grapevine, and the grapevine being my lesbian cousin's father, that my dad faked cancer to get money from my grandmother, and that's weird that trait, that instinct is in my blood. Isn't that weird? That's kind of scary. Like, how is that going to manifest itself one day?
I don't want to know. I don't want to
know either, but maybe it's just somewhere. I don't know. But that's just the things I think about. So when she's like, you got your father's anger, and I'm like now conning her. But maybe back in the day, I used to, speaking of faking illness, when I was in kindergarten or whatever the frick you call it, I didn't want to be at school, and it was a half day, and I was like, but I knew, I was like, oh, if I'm sick, I can go home. So every single day in kindergarten, I would go to the nurse and have her check my temperature to see if I was sick, and then I could see if I can go home.
That's exactly what your dad did.
That's what he did. He's a illness con man.
Ooh. Do you hear that thing where there's like moms that will make their children sick so that they can take care of them, and that their kids can't take care of themselves?
The moms will make the children sick.
Purposely like feed them in like sick things that make them sick.
Oh.
Because they like taking care of them.
I mean, what is wrong with parents? Like, I just see, I don't know what that's what freaks me out around like children, where like you see these stories of parents doing these terrible things. But I mean, I think those people are crazy to begin with. I mean, I can't imagine. That's weird. That's like why people kidnap kids, because they want to just freaking like, you know, have that motherly instinct or fatherly instinct, which, what do you think kidnaps kids more, men or women? Let's see. Let's go to the polls. Oh my God, my screen's been recording for 22 minutes. Oh my God. And it's me looking up Subway sandwiches. Oh.
I think that women do. But men
more.
can't have kids, so maybe it's men, but women have more maternal instincts.
All right.
Women.
Women. Okay. Wow. Shockingly, I don't see just like a blatant answer. Let's go.
Wait, there's no poll online?
There's not a poll online. I'm going to say, who kidnaps children more, men or women? ChatGPT coming in clutch.
I was going to say go to chat.
Let's see. ChatGPT's like, why? What, are you getting any ideas? And I'm like, relax. All right. Well, when it comes to child abductions, men are more likely to be the perpetrator than women. Wow, that's a tough here. According to data from various law enforcement agencies, including the FBI, men account for the vast majority of cases of child abduction. This is particularly true for cases of abductions by strangers or non-custodial parents.
Oh,
which is a little rough. So good to know. But anyways, I don't feel. However, there are some distinctions. Stranger abductions, men are overwhelmingly the perpetrator in cases where children are abducted by strangers. Men are responsible for approximately 90% or more of these incidents, which are relatively rare compared to other types of abductions. Female perpetrators, while far less common, there are still cases where women are involved in child abductions. In some cases, women may be accomplices. Okay, God, we get it. Men do it, and they're just dragging women along. That's really not something I wanted to hear, but. Okay, nonetheless, though, my mom was a good mom. She, I think I told you the story when being raised by a single mom's tough. I mean, she was young. She had 2 kids. We were roughly the same age, so we're just around 5 years old. I mean, we're just being little shits. Parents deserve me time, and I remember one time you don't want to barge in on a parent's me time, whatever the case may be, because that's their time and they need it respectfully. And I remember one time my mom was taking a bath. I remember busting in the door in the bathroom, and she was just ripping a cigarette in the tub. Ash was on her boobs. She had, I think, a glass of wine, and I think I asked her for something. I don't remember what I asked her for, but I remember she just took a drag of her cigarette and blew it in my face. And I was like, don't get in the way of your parents, because they will not take you out for McDonald's or something fun like that. But I was looking up Subway earlier because I was like, their sandwiches are just getting like novelty gross to me. Like, I saw in the commercial the other day we were watching, and it had like a meatball sub in the commercial, and somebody put jalapenos on it.
On a meatball sub?
On the meatball sub.
No,
doesn't that sound disgusting?
That's not okay.
That's not okay. And then they were advertising it's called the spicy nacho chicken. You're like, guys, to me, sandwiches, I think of an Italian deli. I think of, it's like a choreographed dance of like, you know, just classic pairings of meats and cheeses, and now you're throwing nacho cheese. I mean, I get it. A Philly cheesesteak can have that, but I don't think Subway needs to start doing that.
I think I know why.
Why?
They want clickbaity.
That's a good thing.
Instagram photo subs.
But they're just they're attracting like a not classy. I think they know who they're going for now. They're like, we're not going to get these delicatessen customers. We're going to get some Walmart drunk, high, stone shit. And if they see you just fucking cheese on that goddamn thing, which I don't know. We talked about this the other day. We were ranking sandwiches. Remember we started that, and I was like, that'd be a good thing. And I don't know. I think right now it's tough to rank. I feel like you'd have to rank hot sandwiches as one and cold sandwiches as the other.
No, I think you challenge yourself.
You challenge yourself and rank
All the sandwiches.
I think right now, if I'm going to just do a quick run through.
Top three.
I'm going to say, in no particular order, and I'm going to let me say the sandwiches I'm thinking, and then I'm going to put them in order. Okay, so I can. So right now we have a meatball sub. That's an obvious. We have a Reuben sandwich. El Reuben. We have a classic Italian sub. And we have, what's my brain? Let's think. I'm not even a cheesesteak guy. I'm not going to even put that up there. Are we doing sandwiches or like something you get at a deli?
Anything from a deli.
Okay, because fried chicken sandwich is not in this mix. What is my brain going to?
Grilled cheese.
Grilled cheese. I mean, I think that's more. You're right though. We got to throw everything in the mix. We're throwing grilled cheese.
PB&J.
PB&J. We're gonna do not a fried chicken sandwich. That's like
Ooh, a chicken parm sub. Boom, boom, boing.
No, I'm gonna do eggplant parm. Eggplant parm.
Getting hungry.
Sub. I know, Jesus Christ. Okay, that's it for now. So we have meatball sub, Reuben sandwich, Italian sub, grilled cheese, PB&J, eggplant parm sub. I don't know what I'm missing, but right now I think my brain, these are what I go to 9 times out of 10. I'm going to put my big fat sandwich on there, which is a big fat sandwich, and that's for the people who don't know is ham, cheese, lettuce, tomato. Okay. Ham, cheese, lettuce, tomato, mayo, maybe like a couple onions, and that's it. And pickles or two. So like just a kind of your non-Italian, but your cold cut nonsense. So damn, this is so hard. I feel like I'm like trying to pick your like, you know, when parents you have to like pick your favorite child. This is like how that feels.
Think about which one would you eat every day for a week if you had to choose one.
Oh man, health.
No, health aside, this is not.
Okay, I'm gonna go number 1. I'm gonna go big fat sandwich. That's a everyday. It's just what I eat. I can eat that with chips on it. It's just like flavors that I'm used to, and I understand that this might be a departure from the other ones, which are more mainstream. So I get that. So I'm gonna do that. The next one I'm going to do is the Reuben sandwich. A Reuben sandwich is like just lights out good. Number 3, I'm going to do a meatball sub. Who am I kidding? Number 4, okay, so we have that. Number 4, I will do an Italian sub. So we're going to go back to cold. And I'll even say Publix.
Ooh.
Publix Italian sub right there. What we have left is grilled cheese, PB&J, eggplant parm. I'm going to get wild and say PB&J. PB&J, then I'm going to go to eggplant parm and grilled cheese. That is, even doing that, I feel conflicted, but I think, I don't know.
Well, first, we need everyone to comment their sandwich. They're probably screaming their sandwich.
Yeah. We'll redo this next week or in coming weeks. Come in weeks. We'll redo this. This is just, again, this is me just spitballing. I still want to hold this to high regards because this is the sandwiches I thought of. And if I'm forgetting something, then in my opinion, it's like, well, that's really not. Like, because like an eggplant parm sandwich, I like eggplant parm by itself. Mm-hmm. A fried chicken sandwich is like a sandwich. I mean, I understand that could be technically in here now.
I don't think so, because that's nothing with a bun. We're talking sandwiches or
like bread.
Sandwiches or rolls.
Yeah, you're right. And again, I'm not. Like a fried chicken sandwich to me is like a dinner late night. Like these are like, I guess This is a good like lunch. We're talking like lunch and shit like that, but what the fuck do I know? Okay, so the official thing, big fat sandwich number 1, goddamn right. That's something I do. Number 2, Reuben, a close third, meatball sub. 4th is Italian sub from Publix. 5 is a PB&J, which is a risky move considering close behind that is eggplant parm, and then we have grilled cheese last, which we had today, and that's the only reason why. Or we had that yesterday.
It was so good.
The only reason why I remember that, but we can't eat those a lot because right now we're on a fitness journey, and we need to make sure we're being good about what we put in our bodies. And especially, I was like, man, I can really go for like a glass of wine now, but I'm trying to not die. I'm not trying to just succumb to these things of like eating bad and drinking when I want. I was going to have a beer with this episode, and I was just like, man, it's tough because when you have like a glass of wine a night for like a few days or 2 weeks or a month, whatever the case may be with us, during the day, my anxiety, and I don't know if you can attest, your anxiety gets like you're just a little on edge. Something's not right. It's not bad, but you're just like, ugh. And that's the trick with alcohol. I heard this on the Huberman pod where he's like, when you drink a lot, even a little bit, every day you feel kind of blah, and then you're like, man, know what? By nighttime you're like, you know what I need? I need like a glass of wine to feel better, and that brings you back to normal. And that's the trick, and you got to recognize that pattern. And that's one thing I'm not trying to do with drinking, even though I would love a glass of wine right now, or eating shitty. And although we're trying to eat good, because what I was going to say is we're going to Florida for a wedding tomorrow. Mm-hmm. And we love weddings.
We love them.
We love love.
Love it. Can't wait.
This could be an everlasting love. I mean, I'm just so split down the middle where I'm like, 50% of weddings is bitching before it happens of just like packing. What am I packing? I'm packing fucking shit I'm not going to wear. I don't bring the thing I need. I forgot my phone charger. I got to bring a suit. We're doing all this crap. We're going to the airport. I'm scrambling to get all this done. She's sick. I'm making her watch this crap. We're being inconvenienced. And then you get there, and I was like, then you're allowed to, do your thing and then have fun. So I was like, I don't know.
I think it's because once you're there, there's no turning back, so you might as well enjoy it.
Yeah, might as well just. That's when, you get there and you're like, you're going to have an open bar. Well, guess what? I'm going to take advantage of that open bar. I'm going to watch people do the Macarena or whatever these weird trends are that live in these odd bubbles. Isn't it weird, like certain dances, like you can only do at weddings?
That is strange.
Like the Macarena, you're not seeing that out in public. You're not. Although. I don't know. Like although the last wedding we went to at Robbie's, there was no like, they just have like a DJ. And I feel like we've been to a few weddings now where it's just like the music that the bride and groom like. It's not this like now 58 oldies wedding mix.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Yeah, it was like a club. They literally gave us wristbands. They gave us fucking, they're playing to the point where I was like, Shazamming songs. That's how good it was. I was like, I need to hear what is, I want to hear this more, but I'm hoping this one. I mean, this one's in Miami. It's going to be, there's a few dress codes. We have a cocktail party on Thursday, which requires, some sort of flashy attire, which I don't have anything colorful, nor does my lovely girlfriend Mandy, but we're gonna go tan. We're gonna go against the grain. Everyone's gonna be flashy. We're gonna be a mute couple walking through the crowd.
But tan feels very Miami.
Tan does too. I mean, I feel like tan on tan skin. I'm gonna have cool shoes on. You're gonna got your big old juicy ass popping out. I think we're gonna be good, and But that's not the whole trip. Then we have her brother's birthday. We're bringing our golf clubs, which I'm generally excited for that. That's going to be a lot of fun. I love golf. Golf's one of those things where it's like I love going, and the levels of annoyance and anger I feel while golfing is like something that's shocking that I still like it. But then it's like you have like one good hole. I love golf because you can have like one good hole, and then that just makes you want to go for another 2 months.
That must be how gamblers feel.
They must. What are other things that would make you that can have 90% lows, and then you have like one little high, and you're like, "This is great."
Sex.
Stand up.
I'm kidding.
Sex.
I'm kidding.
All right, guys. Well, I'm gonna start wrapping this piece of shit podcast up.
Stand-up's a funny one too. What are things that we do all the time that usually just make us miserable?
Social media. I talked to this on the last episode where I was like, are we enjoying any of this? I mean, I'm not trying to be harp on this because I know that's just me crying, but I'm like, for Christ's sake, I go, and then you have one video, you're like, that was worth it.
Yeah, that's another one.
That was worth it. That was, you know, I think sports, not really, because I think sports, I used to enjoy doing that, and I feel like I wasn't terrible more times than none, nor did a coach allow you to be terrible more times than none, so that was kind of a good feeling, to say the least.
Yeah.
But, boy, that was an anticlimactic ending. It's a short one. I gotta pack. I don't know. I want to pack. I want to eat our dinner. We're watching Survivor, so I want to get back into that. Guys, we're gonna revisit the sandwich thing.
They're like, you don't need to revisit.
We're gonna revisit the sandwich thing.
Oh my god.
We're revisiting it because knowing myself, I'm like, I think I'm missing something.
But wait, we're all wondering, what the hell is a big fat sandwich? Did you create this? Is this a Connecticut thing?
That's like a standard like cold cut thing that you do, like your go-to. Even though I think about this all the time where I'm like, people's like go-to sandwich is disgusting. Like I feel like ham, cheese, lettuce, tomato, mayo, onions, pickle, whatever, like that's like a standard sandwich. And then you go with people to like Subway and you watch their like go-to sandwich and I'm like, what is wrong with you?
So there's no sandwich called My Big Fat Sandwich,
No.
and everyone has their own big fat sandwich?
Yes, but it might not be called that. Like growing up, my mom was like, "Do you want a big fat sandwich?" That's what it was. It was just that combo that we talked about. And I'm saying, growing up, like if your parent was like, "Hey, do you want a sandwich?" I don't know what she would think you'd want, but that's what that was her go-to.
Okay.
Do you ever have people like question your family's things, and then you're just like, I'm getting annoyed, but I see why it's weird.
No. I know they wanted. We all here just wanted to know.
I feel like it's me versus everybody on that side, because she's sitting there, you guys are there, and I'm getting a little defensive right now.
We just wanted to know what the hell a big fat sandwich was.
I did. I explained it.
But you never said like your family created it.
Oh, you're right. Okay. I don't listen as much. No, I do listen. I just sometimes that's one thing in comedy that I've learned the most is like, and you can attest, it's like when you become a better comic, you realize how much information you're filling in without saying it.
Yes.
And
yes. Big problem over here.
Okay. He just turned into some sort of Zimbabwe cruise. God, I'm so brain dead right now. I can't even like finish insults. Well, I'm new here. We're going to be very descriptive next time. Please like, subscribe, follow Mandy's podcast, Misery Loves Mandy. It's out every week. And any last words?
Goodbye.
Dracula says goodbye. Thanks for watching, guys. Goodbye.
It's time to think about things that we call tall. Really isn't anything big, it's all small. I'm getting mixed feels knowing what the pod brings, cause it's a big deal listening to small things.
You bring her out, you have her hold small things. You bring her out, you have her hold small things. You bring her out, you have her hold small things. Hold small things.